Hi there, welcome you all. Today we are going to discuss about the most important topic in object-oriented analysis and design, and then software engineering, software project management, simply software development life cycle. Okay, that is simply you can say SDLC. What is SDLC? It's nothing but you're going to use or a process followed for any software development or software project within a software organizations. You need to follow some kind of process in order to complete the project. Okay, what are the process involved there? Simply you can say phases. Okay, there are 7 phases involved there: requirement analysis, feasibility study, design, coding, testing, installation, deployment, and then maintenance. Okay, what is requirement collection analysis? Okay, requirement collection analysis, simply you can say you're going to gather the user needs, the user expectation, what they expect from us in order to develop the project or the product. Okay, that you need to be identified. Okay, and then the feasibility study. In most of the organization, feasibility comes and before the communication phase, that is the requirement analysis. Okay, you're going to identify whether it is possible to complete the project within a time or within a budget. Maybe the first heading it says economic, that is whether you can complete the project within a budget or not, and whether that project has any legal issues, or it's handled the project as cyber law and other regulatory framework and compliance. You need to find out. Okay, and also, okay, operations, what are the operation that has been expected by the client. Okay, that you need to be identified, and whether the product or the system that we develop, it will support in their platform or not, that we need to identify. Okay, and also within a time, within a particular schedule, is it possible to complete the project or not, that you need to be identified first. Okay, once it has been done, then we are going for the design phase. It's nothing but the blueprint of the system. Okay, so that's where the software architecture, that is the entire architecture, has to be designed, and what are the modules involved in the project. And the most important in object oriented analysis design is nothing but use case diagram. Here you're going to define, you're going to find out who are all the actors and how the actors they are going to interact with the system. Okay, that you need to be identified, and then entity relationship diagram. Okay, so that has to be done in the design part. The coding is nothing but the actual implementation. Here you can use any programming languages or the framework in order to develop the product. And then testing, the most important part in the software development life cycle. In most of the organization, 80% of the time and then money and the manpower they spend for testing part. Here only you're going to validate whether uh, what are the product that you have developed, it satisfy the customer needs or not, that have to be tested over here. Okay, so like here we have different types of testing over there, starting with white box, black box testing, system testing. Okay, so white box, that is you're going to check each and every functionality within that particular operations or in the particular module. Each and every line you need to check. But in the black box testing, you're not going to check the internal part. Okay, for example, once you're giving the input, whether you got the expected output or not, that's it. You're not going to check any furthermore. That's what called as black box testing. Once it has been done, you're going to install that particular the product whatever you have developed in the customer side. That's what the installation and the deployment phase. Okay, the most important thing is nothing but the maintenance. So once it has been installed, our job is not over. Okay, you need to upgrade. If they ask for further like what you can say, further characteristics or further any new modules to be added, you need to upgrade your version of your software. That's what adding some new features into the existing software. And if they found any bugs, you need to rectify. Okay, so that has to be done. That is called as the maintenance part. Okay, so these are all the phases involved in the software development life cycle. Now we are going to see the basic life cycle model, that is waterfall model. Okay, As you know, like already study requirement, design, implementation, integration, deployment, maintenance phase. The basic phases involved in the SDLC life cycle. That's what in the waterfall model also. Okay. See the diagram of waterfall model. Okay. So you're starting with requirement analysis, design, implementation, testing, and then deployment. Okay. So once you gather all the user needs, then only you're moving to the design part. Okay, you can't roll over again. For example, if you want to add any new features in between, it's not possible in the waterfall model. Once you complete the entire phase, okay, for example, once you complete the deployment process, then only you have to go for any further new additional requirements to be added or not. That is possible in waterfall model. In between, you can't add any new requirement in waterfall model. Okay, that is the main drawbacks. Okay, so in the marketing field, customer development, as for the company, they are facing this kind of issues. Okay, in between, the customer, they ask, okay, I want to add this kind of features. Okay, it's not possible in waterfall model, because once you started gathering, once you finish the requirement phase, it's not possible to add any new more features. Okay, and then the agile model. Okay, this is what most of the organization they are doing. It is nothing but the iterative model. Okay, see here, in the agile model, whatever the user requirements that you had there, okay, you're going to do all those parts, starting with requirement analysis phase, design and building, and then testing part. Okay, once each iterations, it will take maybe 1 or 2 months. Once it has been completed, they will ask for further more requirements. If anything want to be added, you can add. Then you can go for the second iteration, and if they ask for further more additional features, you can add, and the final product can be released. Okay, this is what the iterative model. Okay, the next one is Scrum model. Okay, Scrum, maybe you can see over here what is Scrum. Okay, okay, now normally, like in the software development life cycle, what the project lead or project team leaders they will do is, once they collect the requirements from the users, they will do all those planning part, everything. They will allocate the projects with the different teams. Okay, they will spend their time and they will spend their manpower, everything. At the last, they will not come up with the product what the customer expects. Okay, so at the last is waste of time as well as waste of budget. Okay, in order to overcome that, most of the organization they implemented this Scrum framework. Okay, how it works, there are three most important people is involved in this Scrum framework. One is product owner, is nothing but he has a lot of ideas to develop, that is nothing but the user. Okay, Scrum master is nothing but the key manager. He will manages all the teams, okay, who are going to follow those agile process. Is the third one is nothing but the team. Okay, so these are the three members involved in the Scrum framework. Okay, what they will do is, first of all, they need to prioritize. Okay, which one comes first? They need to prioritize. Sprint is nothing but iteration. Okay, for each iteration, what is the first step that we are going to develop? They need to be identified. Okay, they will allocate those project to the team members. They will do all those analysis and they will do those stand-up meeting. Okay, they will go for the design implementation. They will get their feedback from the Scrum master. Okay, once it has been done, they will go, deliver the final product. Okay, that's what the finished work. Okay, the next one, they will go for the further iteration again. Okay, what is the second priority list contains. Okay, so they will go further like that. Okay, it simply is nothing but the iterative model. Each iteration you are going to deliver some kind of projects. Okay, so now we are going to discuss about the DevOps. Okay, most of the people they know about what is DevOps is, like dev. Okay, development team. Okay, what they mainly concentrate on they mainly focus on delivery and then speed. They want to deliver the project, okay, by using those iterative model over here. Like see here, the sprint backlog and then sprint planning is nothing but iteration. Each iteration they will go for planning, okay, and they will store all those processes in the backlog, and they need to deliver the project within a time. That's what in their mind, okay. That is called as developers team. Operation team, also called as ops team, okay. They will stand behind the wall, okay. See here, they focus on the stability and then reliability. So what they will do is they will do on-call support. If the customer, if they want any kind of clarification, it has to be done, okay. They will monitor the project continuously, okay. If they ask for any upgradation, it has to be done, okay. And also regular backup has to be performed over here, okay. That also has to be performed by the operation team. By combining those dev team and then operation team, see here, this is what DevOps is. In the development team, they will do the planning, okay, code, build, and then test. This is what they will do, okay. They deliver the project. See here, the release. Once it has been released, the ops team, they will deploy the project, okay. The continuous monitoring and the operation will be monitored by the ops team, okay. In today's scenario, most of the organization, they looking for the clients, they're looking for candidates who are well versed with DevOps. They have to know how to plan, how to build the project. Once it has been developed, once it has been delivered, they need to know how it has been deployed in the customer side, how it has been monitored. Everything has to be done, okay. So that is called as DevOps, okay. This is what the integration is, a simple phenomena over here, the integration part, okay. And then what are the tools that we are going to use, okay, or services in each phase, in the coding phase or deployment phase, okay. What are the things that we are going to use? That is not necessary over here, okay. So that's all for software development life cycle, okay. If you have any further questions, yeah, you can clarify it. All right, thank you.